SK. 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 Came in the game as an avatar. Lead a movement that took us to the stars. And not to Vegas where it is full of bars and fake stars. They are mad because we shook the table and made people disconnect the cable. The crazy thing is the more we innate with they hate, the more they hate. Why they hate, we congratulate and educate because the world is too great for hating. That is something they will never be able to conquer pain. But let me say it again. We let a movement that shook the table and had people disconnect the cable. We put pins in people's hands so they could make real life plans. We made merch that had you looking fly at church. We called town highs, especially when we were appalled. Who you know can do it all and still stand tall like Obama on a presidential call. SK, SK, SK. Let me say it again. We let a movement that shook the table and had people disconnect the cable. SK, SK. We let a movement that shook the table and had people disconnect the cable. We put pins in people's hands so they could make real life plans. We made merch that had you looking fly at church. Avatar Nation, always and forever. SK.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Ooh, hopefully y'all can hear me. Excuse me. Happy Thanksgiving to y'all. Hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving. Let me move this thing out the way real quick while I'm talking. Um, Hold on one second. Okay, there we go. All right, so what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? I wanted to say Happy Thanksgiving to y'all while I can, because things have just been so crazy, just been so busy. So that's why I've been absent. What's up, Cheryl? Spoiler Burnett. How you doing? You gonna watch you some football today? What's up, Philly T? How you doing? I did get your gesture for the contest. I appreciate that. We, on this Thanksgiving Day, you should be thankful that you could smile. You should be thankful that you have some teeth. You should be thankful that when you look in the mirror, it don't crack. You should be thankful that somebody you want to talk to you back. So if you're not utilizing those gifts, Philly T, that means you're not thankful on this Thanksgiving Day. So you know what I'm talking about. Um, what's up? Let me say, making you up making devil eggs. Okay, I see you. I see you. What's up, slaying lies? How you doing? Hopefully, you only telling truth today, slaying lies. That's right. Laugh away, child. Because I told you who you compare yourself to, and you should be immediately, boy. You should be immediately cheesing. Okay, you should be over there looking like Mickey Mouse, smiling. Cause anyway. So let's get into it. What do I want to talk about? Look, I haven't been online lately because I've been sick. I've been dealing with a cough, and the worst thing I know is to have radio silence when you doing a broadcast. So I've been coughing, the stuff. I still got a stuffy nose, all that stuff. So that's why I haven't. And then life has been kind of crazy in terms of being busy and stuff like that. So, to my people in Avatar Nation, I didn't want to shortchange y'all, but I did want to let y'all know. I want to say thank you for y'all uh, on this Thanksgiving Day because I do appreciate your support. I think one of the hardest things on this application is to really garner support to maintain it and to sustain it. People do come and they do go. So I do appreciate those who did stay. I never take that for granted. So that's what I wanted to come to say today. I mostly see everything. Now, some things I have been purposely tuning out because it's stupid. Some stuff is just stupid right now. I just think stupid. I got RY name in the title because I think that's stupid. I don't think she's stupid. I just think it's stupid. I think the commentary is stupid. I think I see a lot of characters involved who like to stir up mess like they are the producers of a show. They always behind some shit, and that's what the R and Y situation reminds me of. I'm like, why is this person in this shit? Why is this person in this shit? Why is this? And they intentionally trying to stir up stuff to either keep the drama going. So I really haven't been invested in that whole R and Y situation. Even when it broke when she was with that guy, I was just like, okay, who cares? I was just like, who cares? It just didn't captivate me, to be honest. So that's what I gotta say about that. All right, let me see. What's up, Angela White? Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Appreciate it. And Thanksgiving, this could be a sad time for some. So those who don't have family, you should be kind of happy because you ain't gotta be forced to eat nobody food. You ain't gotta be, dealing with people you don't want to. You can chill with yourself. But I know some people they be like, I wish I had family to be around. Sometimes that's a curse and not a blessing, because people start antagonizing you and shit like that. So, uh, you know, I guess the greatest challenge in the world is to learn to be by yourself, and I don't think a lot of people have mastered that yet. See, that's what I was saying. Sorry, y'all, I had to go on mute because I'm gonna get too much information away. But see, I could see that's why I don't understand how them people be folding their legs like a flamingo. Because I just had to immediately self adjust because some things were getting squashed. So I'm like, how in the hell they be folding their legs like a flamingo unless you ain't got no, unless your unless your nuts are the size of a pea. I don't understand. I be processing shit in my mind. I be like, how in the hell? Because you be trying to give people the benefit of the doubt that they ain't what they are and they is what they is, and all that, and it's just like, but you can't, you can't lie like that. You can't. I mean, you can't deny the truth, and if whatever, if you is what you is, then step in front of the head of parade and the majorette parade and just be you. But anyway, I'm gonna be all over the place in this live, because I ain't been on live for so long. Then apparently Tulsa called the what was it? The nail salon on Ness, because Ness was online drinking alcoholic drinks. So I guess this salon they serve drinks and stuff. So Ness something, not Ness, Tulsa something, and called the damn salon and Tulsa told the people that she was Nessa's grandma and that Nessa's underage and they serving somebody who's underage. And then the Vietnamese people at the damn salon ran to Ness and told her, girl, stop drinking, you underage. I was like, what in the hell? I was like, are you joking me? Y'all playing some very, very What's up, Dr. Soapy? Y'all playing some very dangerous games. I mean, it's comical in one sense, but on the other end, it's like, damn. And then you wonder, well, how did no Tulsa get the number? They said Tulsa got the number because the number when Ness was live, because she started to be Jay Wilson's daughter, going live every damn day. I'm like, oh, get ready with me. No, we don't want to get ready with you. No, we don't want to drive with you. No, we don't. We don't really want to see you. You know, hit this thing like no, no. But in this occasion, Nelson's over there. I guess she was televising herself going into the damn salon, and they had the number of the window in the salon. So that's how she got the number. So you said you found that? I mean, no, I don't have big balls, Doctor. Oh Lord, sorry, outspoken. I don't have big balls. I have normal size, God given testicles, but I just keep seeing that man flap his legs over like a damn flamingo, like he Gail King, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on? I just don't understand that. And then listen, those the four defining moments for me is the situation where when he came up for dragons. I was like, oh, okay, all right, maybe that was I don't know, maybe he had, I don't know, maybe he had involuntary shoulder and head movements. Okay, that's one pass. Then you talk about the thing on the phone. Then he sit over there and flap his legs over like a flamingo. Mm, okay, and then four is where the hoes at. Okay, so I don't know. Just be you. I don't know. You said that's a damn shame calling a salon. Who does that? I don't know. That's why I say I don't know. I mean, luckily, like I said, luckily it turned out to be an innocent, funny situation. But if you had someone who was more vindictive and would have been lying and stuff, then that could have been crazy. But it did Tulsa sits over there and gets the interview with the maintenance man, and the maintenance man is smart. The maintenance man, he said, I don't know nothing. I don't know these people. I don't even know his name. So he's just definitely playing dumb, and he's probably gonna say he jumped No Limits Live, out of being a person who believes in good customer service. So he's definitely playing the things the smart way. And Tosa's like, "Do you want me to help you set up a YouTube channel?" I'm like, if he on Twitch, it ain't that hard. What? So you can be the managing mod and then take it from him when he don't do what you want? These people are so damn manipulative. It's just like, do you want me to help you set up a YouTube? I'm like, it just says create YouTube channel. I'm sure if he is fixing air conditions, okay, and refrigerators and TVs and setting up cable service, I think he pretty much can press the button. Also, oh Lord. Now let's get over to Brianna. Brianna talking about her enterprise, her business. What? Hold on. It's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving. Hold on. We gotta give a tribute to Brianna. Well, I ain't gonna say a tribute, child. This is mm, this is a trauma song. Okay, here you go. Big head Brianna, y'all. I ain't playing the whole damn thing, but while we talk about Brianna, we just gotta say what? What?
Big hair Brianna. Big hair Brianna. Big hair Brianna. You have so much to say, but yeah, you date a man with 8 babies. I treated you right, I made sure you got hugged tight. But instead of accepting me, you decided to hang with some wannabes. When you dream, I know you dream of me and what we can be. Forget that lawnmower man. Cause to be honest, I know he is my #1 fan. And while you talk about slapping G's off my name, just know I be stacking G's like you do calories.
Okay, so that's the perfect introduction to what I want to talk about. The lawnmower man. So she got the nerve to sit up here and say that the lawnmower man, who was the man with 8 babies, a whole football field, a whole football team on this Thanksgiving holiday. Child, I know why she's stressed. She done how to feed me, him, and the whole damn 8 kids. But see, this is the thing. She gonna sit there and have a conversation with the lawnmower man, talking about he wasn't respecting her enterprise. Her enterprise, not enterprise rent a car, but enterprise. I was like, child, when I heard that, where my damn clip at? This is what I did. Yes, a whole damn enterprise. And I was like, what? So I guess they had to have a sit down right in the damn living room, and she told her that he was not respecting her enterprise and all that by being around when she was live and him making comments so that the people can hear. And that's her business and everything and boundary and fences and picking fences and walls and all this stuff. He wasn't respecting her boundaries and all that, and therefore he wasn't respecting her enterprise and the enterprise was established in 2019 and all this stuff. I was like, oh, somebody had to put their elephant foot down and say, hey, stop this. This ain't gonna be what's it, a co-host. He was about to be the co-host, so I guess she told him to stop. Interesting. I said, interesting. She said, oh hell no to the no. Interesting. Interesting. Cause she over there trying to give insight into the whole R and Y situation, but yet she respect R&Y. Then she got real mad when the people in the audience say, "Well, why are you dragging R&Y?" She started getting all loud and abrasive. Oh, dragging R&Y. How dragging R&Y? This is my channel. I'm like, damn, somebody getting offensive. But you kind of were indirectly though. You kind of were. But anybody talk on your relationship, your friend or something like Pizarro. How about how you like Pizarro talking about the lawnmower man? How the lawnmower man living with you, and the lawnmower man now making you take care of 8 kids and making you dressed up in a Santa suit and put you on the corner so that you could get donations for them 8 kids. How would you feel? But yet Pizarro say she your friend, Brianna. I don't know. I mean, y'all weird around here. Y'all talk about people, mamas and daddies, and still be saying that's my bestie. But I don't know. Let's continue that song. That song was good, huh?
You striving to go to school and good for you, but the true test is who you rocking with. Really the best, or just pulling you into a bunch of mess. Big head Brianna, big head Brianna, big head Brianna, nah. Big head Brianna, big head Brianna, nah. Big head Brianna, big head Brianna. You have so much to say, but yeah, you date a man with 8 babies. I treated you right, I made sure you got hugged tight, but it's
That's right. I made sure you got hug tight virtually, Brianna. But let's talk about the man with 8 kids, though. You need to follow the way of Lemon. And I ain't saying Lemon no role model, but Lemon kind of gave you a blueprint that you need to go with a man that's a maintenance man. Okay, because the maintenance man over there, I'm sure making good money rather than the lawnmower man. The man, like somebody said, that man probably got a eight. Well, Tulsa the docs the man. Somebody that docs the man said the man ain't got no certificates. But anyway, I'm sure he is always on call and on demand, and that the weather does not determine his demand and how much he is a demand. Whether it rains, sunshine, hurricane, flood, blizzard, there gonna be people who need to have their appliances service at the damn because he's a maintenance man at the complex, not because of rain, snow that you can't cut no damn line. So what that mean? The money is always flowing in for the maintenance man. So you need to tell your lawnmower man to become a maintenance man so the bread keep rolling in. Because right now everybody gonna be eating up the bread at your house. That's a lot of mouths to feed over there. But anyway, let's continue. Damn, what was the other part of that song? Let's
hey,
continue.
but instead of accepting me, you decided to hang with some wannabes. When you dream, I know you dream of me and what we can be. Forget that lawnmower man. Cause to be honest, I know he is my #1 fan. And while you talk about slapping G's off my name, just know I be stacking G's like you do, Callum. You striving to go to school and good for you, but the true test is who you rocking with. Really the best, or just pulling you into a bunch of mess. Big head Brianna, big head Brianna, big head Brianna, nah. Big head Brianna, big head Brianna, nah. Big head Brianna, big head Brianna. You have so much to say, but yet you date a man with 8 babies. I treated you right, I made sure you.
All right, let's pause right there. Now, that part of the song, you date a man with 8 babies. That is very concerning to me, Brianna, because that means that somebody does not have sexual discipline, Brianna. That means that man does not have sexual discipline and he having 8 babies. I'm confused. Like usually, you if you got 8 babies, you are a baller, you are a shakala, you are a billionaire, millionaire, trillionaire. You owning shit left, right. You owning daycares. Okay, you owning schools. You owning businesses. You owning Norfolk University. Okay, you own a whole bunch of institutions because if you want to have a ninth child, 10th child, they can afford to get adequate schooling. But what is this? What is this, Brianna? I mean, Brianna. I mean, if you have let's just say you and a lawnmower man, okay, have babies, and there's a lawnmower baby that pop out. Now that lawnmower baby got to fight with that 8 other kids to just get a meal. 8 other kids to just get adequate care. 8 other kids to just get a toy. That's not fair to that child. He already made his decisions. Make your decisions and get with a man that got maybe a one or none. I'm just saying. But anyway, let's continue. What else does this song
You
say?
got hugged tight, but instead of accepting me, you decided to hang with some wannabes. When you dream, I know you dream of me and what we can be. Forget that lawnmower man. Cause to be honest, I know he is my #1 fan. And while you talk about slapping G's off my name, just know I be stacking G's like you do. Calories, yeah. Calories, big head Brianna. Big head Brianna. Calories, big head Brianna. Big head Brianna. Big calories. Big head Brianna. Big head Brianna. Big calories. Big head Brianna. Big head Brianna. Big head Brianna.
All right, so that last point was on point. It said calories, right? Calories. We stressed when we made that song. We stressed calories because we're getting into the holiday season. And Brianna, we are worrying about your caloric intake. Calories, okay? So we talked about the lawnmower man, but we want to stress about the calories. So all you should be doing is eating celery during this holiday season, Brianna. Okay, I know you back into the gym and doing all that's great. But part of it, because I told you I hired a trainer. My trainer just killing me. Like I thought I knew all the muscles in my body. Oh hell no, I don't. He got me doing lifts, and I'm like, oh shit, I cannot. I listen. That man made me lift so much weight the other day. I left the gym thinking, oh, I killed it. I get up the next day, I'm sore. I'm like, oh, no, I'm good. I got this. I go to the gym, I can't even shoot a damn shot. I can't even shoot a shot because he got me because I'm so sore. So, going back to you, Brianna, child, calories. Watch the calories. Calories, Brianna. You only supposed to have 2,000 a day. That's what my trainer say. Not 20,000, Brianna. 2,000. So count your calories, okay? Count your. I know you be counting how many chickens you be eating, but count your calories too, okay? All right, that's what I gotta say. Yeah, I just had to break down the lyrics of that song for y'all so you understood how applicable they are to Brianna Simone, Lawnmower Manville. What? Girl, what? What? That's news to me. I just woke up and said Happy Thanksgiving. So you already talked about Lemon getting his what? Is this true? Wait a minute. Is this true? What? Brianna just said you've been wanting her pussy for years. Girl, listen, I would need a telescope to find it. Okay. Anyway, moving right along. You put it in the chat, not I, and I just responded. 8 is her lucky number. Okay. All right. Sure. I don't know why. I can't believe Lady Brianna's dealing with him. I can't either. With someone who came over here like, my man got to leave with his wallet. My man got to leave with his wallet. And then, unless she loves drama, that's 8. I don't know if it's 8 because one baby mama or 8 or 3 or 5 baby mama. But that's other women you got to deal with. And they obviously, jealousy is going to be a major issue in that situation. C-Mac TV with his messy ass says the maintenance man can probably get her half off at the rent too. Win-win situation if he asks me. Yeah, I agree. She not moving smart, C-Mac. You said that song? Yeah. I'm working on a few others. It takes time to get greatness, to make greatness. Child, and we may play the Jay Wilson song a little bit later. Oh, the main chair. Oh, the main. Hold on. Let me. Oh Lord, where my phone? Oh Lord, where my phone at? Where my phone at? Where my phone at? Hold on. Breaking news, huh? Breaking news. Hold on. Let me make my banner. Let me make my banner real quick. I ain't celebrating. I'm just communicating. Oh, child, hold on, man. Hold on. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. So y'all grind me. I know it. See, y'all grind me. See, these motherfuckers are vicious, and they so dirty. Like they'll just set up. Like they'll wait for the holiday, right there, to get his ass right on Thanksgiving. I got you, bitch. And they took his channel. That's crazy. So breaking news is, in case y'all coming in, Lemon Channel, they say, God, take it in there, take it in there. And y'all say Bandit did, it's taken in there. Hold on, y'all. Let me go check for myself. Hold on, I gotta do my independent research. Let me see. Let me type it in because I don't be going over there like that. I don't be going over there like that. Oh, no. Ooh, somebody else got a big lemon one. Ooh, big lemon one. Wait a minute, his channel now. Oh no, that ain't the main channel. Oh no, that ain't that. That ain't that. No, that's the backup channel. 'Cause that one got 7 videos. Oh child, lemon, what you done did to these people? What you done did to the people limit? I done told you shut that mouth of yours. Oh Lord. And greed can't save your ass. Oh child. It's gone. It's gone, child. Damn, they started this shit on Thanksgiving. They said thank you, limit, and goodbye. Ooh, baby, honey. Let me read y'all comments real quick, child. Oh Lord. Hold on. So thank you, Kiva Katana, for coming in. Child. The main channel. That's why I thought you were. No, girl. Did you message me, girl? How you saying you thought I met? Oh, wait a minute. Let me check my DMs, child. Somebody wait. See, they fucking up his holiday money. Oh well, too. Oh child. Okay. Oh child. Oh child. Oh child. Hold on. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, this video has been closed. The video is no longer available because the YouTube account associated with this video has been closed. Wait a minute. That's not the term. That's not the terminology that they use. Okay, so the information that I have received. Oh, okay. All right. This channel was removed because it violated our community guidelines. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Well, I told him anyway. I mean, let's be honest. VS warned them anyway. VS warned them. VS warned you and said your channel is flaggable. And I honestly feel, and I know this is kind of like what they call that stuff. How you come and ain't talk to me in almost a damn year and not want to message me? That's why I can't stand people like this. I can't stand people who want to sit up here and text you and you be detour real quick. How you be careful of these people that you sit up there and you religiously text them and all that, trying to be a good friend and they ignore you, blow you off, or give you one line answers or give you light or something, and now they want to hit you up. Stay your ass away from me. That's what I gotta say. Now going back to Lemon, yeah, so this might be the conspiracy that I was thinking. I was like, you know what, they playing with him because they could have taken him down many a time and they just waiting. And I knew that because when VS said his, she said something very key, and I'm like, and I'm like, if his page was flaggable, why is it still up? And it stayed up, and it stayed up, and then it got brought back to life when it had got taken down, and now it's gone. I don't know. It may pop back up too with the right people behind the scenes working together to get it. But I was just like, I knew. I mean, I kind of think Lemon wanted that to happen. To be honest, the way he was moving, he was not contrite. He was not. He was not. Yeah, you're right. Outspoken. He was not contrite. He didn't tone down. I'm sure he done pissed off the well, you can say the right people or the wrong people. So, I mean, do I feel any kind of way? Now you can say, Sir King, he was your co-host. Listen, that motherfucker was one of the most disrespectful. And while we talk about this on Thanksgiving Day, ironically, well, I think it was planned to be honest. I think they may. I was, if they really wanted to get his ass, but they would have got his ass. I think honestly, I think this is a money move. I think really, all totality, a lot of people know content creators get a maybe. I don't know. This year might be different because of the circumstances of the world. Um, they get a good chunk of their generosity during the holiday season, and they like, oh, let's cut this shit down, and that's what they did. I feel they cut him so that the money that would maybe have gone to him now goes to other people. That's the game that people play, and I don't think I don't know if he's astute or just stupid to that. I don't know, but we shall see. You never know. You never know. I mean, he has a backup channel, but that same support that was there with that backup ain't there no more. A lot of people don't like him because he's just nasty and disgusting. But going back to what I was saying about him being ungrateful, that's one of the most betrayalist. I don't know. It's just so many adjectives that describe how he treated me. Like I just feel like, yo, I don't think I'm trying to sit up here and say I made you. I would never say I made you because I would never say that. So like Jay-Z say, if you made me, then make another one. I would never say I made him. But the fact that you got laid the blueprint, your notoriety came from Avatar Nation. Nobody can deny that. For you to be so outwardly disrespectful and stand on that, I don't have to support anything that you do because it was not what you doing now is not what you did over here, right? So I don't have to support, and you know that, and everything that I told him is coming to fruition. Oh, you a hater, Sir King. You a hater. You a hater. You a hater. Sir King, you doesn't support him. He's a hater. And I was like, I can't get behind that because I know what he's doing is actually hurting people, right? And then on top of that, I know what's to come. And I just said, I just have to sit back and wait because I know how people move. And now look what we have. Now look what happened. And I'm not clapping. I'm not doing somersaults. I'm not doing backflips. But it's just a manifestation of what I knew, what was to come. You have to act a certain way when you in a certain seat, or your enemies will unite to take you down. Because at the end of the day, it's a business strategy. Is it a right business strategy? No, just like it's not a right war strategy. But at the end of the day, if you see that they need to topple you to get whatever they want, you need to do that. And the worst thing you could do is have the public be on their side. So, uh, or maybe this maybe was a strategy to get the heat off of him before that court date. You don't know. You don't ever know. How ironic the channel gone right before the court date. I don't know. So who knows? But either the way he was carrying on was not allowed. Was not gonna continue to happen that way. So, mm-hmm. You said the limit got squeezed. I don't like him anyway. Too arrogant. Well, yeah. And what he would tell me was that it was a character, and I'm like, lemon. That's the wrong character. And if that's a character, then you need to introduce another character that people can like. Because this one is the one that people don't like. What if the maintenance man did it? I don't know. You know, it's a lot of people who use other people to achieve their goal and objectives. So I don't know. What's up, Miss Piggy? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Girl, why you name yourself Miss Piggy? Ooh, child. Excuse me, sorry. I was just saying, why you name yourself? What's up, Brixton, babe? He still has a backup channel, but that momentum ain't there, Brixton. The hardest thing, Brixton, babe, being in the content creator chair. That's why we pushed him so hard when he had the momentum is to start your backup. Because once that momentum fades or gets stagnant, it's hard to get people to go over to your backup channel. But it may. But then AI is crazy now because it wasn't back in the day like Tracy could go and get knocked off and create another channel and YouTube wouldn't know. But AI, and I'm sure is putting a kibosh to that. Um, if you've been taken off their channel, so I don't know, but we shall see. It's going to be interesting because multiple channels use him and or his show for their daily content. That's very true. That is very true. And the other thing is that was not people taking into account is that he didn't mind being a sacrificial lamb, meaning he didn't mind throwing his family and himself, and that's why I said in a way the area was very fortunate to have him, someone like him, who didn't give a damn about nothing in their life, in order as long as they were providing content. You don't have nobody out here who don't give a damn. Everybody got an extent to what point they will go. He threw his mama, he threw his maintenance man, he threw Eli, he threw MJ, he threw the lady with dementia, he threw everybody in front of the camera as long as he was providing content. You ain't got nobody to go do that. So in a way, somebody gonna lose that. Lose that, or people gonna lose that content, I guess. What's up, lady self? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. You said I'm a long time fan. I love her. Oh, child, okay. Because the reason why I said that we got people who do they moniker Piggy. They look like a piggy. So I'm just saying. I'm not trying to knock you or anything. I'm just saying, because some people be on that. I'm saying without having to say what I want to say. But thank you for being a long time subscriber and fan of the show. If you coming in, they say limit page is gone. Limit page is gone. He gone. You do have a backup, but now let's talk about the money aspect of it, though. Let's talk about the money aspect. The money aspect is deep, 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 deep. Okay, hold on, y'all. I gotta blow my nose. I'm not gonna be rude like these other content creators. Now the money, his money is fucked up. His money is fucked up. Now YouTube is known when your page is gone to not even give you your earnings that you've earned for the previous month. So I don't know how that's that guy ain't been on the other side of that. I don't know how they render that money to you. But when your panels get taken, 'cause a lot of people say, "Well, they owe me, such and such, such and such." I don't know how that gets handled. So I have a heart. I hope that he wasn't dependent on that money, and I hope he didn't financially obligate himself to that money that he ain't gonna get, or he gonna be delayed in getting. That's the effed up part about it, and that's the tangible, frustrating part about when your panel get hit like that and you get taken out of the game. It holds up more than just going live. It holds up your money, and now he ain't gonna get that money. Or I don't know, maybe they change it and they will give him that money. But either way, his money has been impacted because now that revenue generating generation is not there. So yeah, that's why I told him, hey, why are you telling people how much you make? Why you run over the other sector, say you're the highest paid in the sector? Why are you doing it? Why? These people don't know you. Anytime somebody mention, even in the real world, the NFL and the NBA, like they're asking the league to stop pushing out their salary numbers because that puts an immediate target on them, right? Because you automatically know how much they could potentially walk around with or they can get. Same thing with Lemon. Why you sit up here saying this? Why are you saying that? That immediately makes you a mark. But he thought that was something to brag about. So I don't know. If he had his own place now, that would be bad. But I don't think his mom relies on him or his money. Nah, I disagree. I think that's why he's been able to get away with these shenanigans in her presence for so long, is that he been breaking her off for something. You know, when you run around and say you the highest paid, don't you believe that they go? He telling that to everybody in his complex, right? So of course his mama knows. So his mama he paying the light bill, or the water bill, or something up in there. Trust and believe. So luckily for Living, he isn't out on his own, so he will be. No, I think it's even worse now, because his mama gonna be like, "Where my money, bitch?" Listen, okay. This is an exclusive that we saw. We had hold on, where is that? Little Mama was at a party, right? And we got this exclusive tape. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. She's at a party. And we got this exclusive tape. Let me see if I can find it, child. Out of respect, we don't play it too often because we think it's a sad situation. But hold on. Let me see if I can find this tape real quick, child. All right, so yeah, I found it. So here we go, y'all. Yeah, so Living Mama was at a party, and we got this exclusive tape of her, and she was pretty much got tired of living. She pretty much just told him this.
Get everybody out my house, but it's Crip style. Watch how I get about my house, y'all. Get out. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Get the fuck. Get the fuck. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Nigga, Crip come. Get the fuck up my house, nigga.
Oh, hell
no. Nigga, Crip come. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Huh?
Yeah, so I don't think it's gonna be all gravy because he's not on his own. His mama was expecting some change. It's how I gonna sound like, oh mama, I can't give you no gifts. I can't help out with the water bill, the light bill, the cable bill. They gonna she be like, get up out of my house. She already told her, you got to go. That's it. So I think once she see that she ain't gonna get no more money, she definitely gonna say that. Mm-mm. I understand what you're saying. It gets real when if he was out on his own, but I think it may get worse because his mama gonna tear that ass up, boy. She gonna get that belt. He gonna get a whooping every night. Get your ass out. Get out my house. Go get a job. Walk down the street. Go to Walmart. Go to Target. Go get my money. So yeah, it's gonna get real for him. What's up, Black Charlie Apple? How you doing? Happy Thanksgiving to you. You said she said that with conviction. That was an order. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That was an order. Masters Entertainment. So yeah, boy, I know. You know, I know he is so much stress right now. Now this is the thing. This is another. I hope he saved him some money. I hope he didn't overindulge himself, overcommit himself to certain things. You don't know. So, but either way, when that money don't come in, that's an immediate stop. So who knows? I don't know. Yeah. Oh well. Oh well. That's sad. You know. It is. Well, is it sad? No, not really, because we told you to shut up. Stop talking so much. It is rules and decorum to carry yourself in life and in the YouTube streets. And he thought he was oblivious to that. He really did. I mean, even Mr. Beast and Cass Sanat, whatever his name is, they gotta carry themselves a certain way, or else their fan base is gonna get turned off to them. I mean, so I don't think why he thought he was above that. I don't understand that. All right, so now, well, I gotta do my plug. So if y'all been thoroughly entertained, feel free to send a gesture, dollar sign, circuit crowd. I would be tremendously appreciative of that. Now, I want to tell you something that really kind of bugged me. Well, not bugged me, kind of, it's a life lesson. And always do things the right way. Obviously, I can't give you no details, but somebody has sent me a video. Now, ain't no sex videos, so get out of your damn mind and all that other shit. Because you'd be like, ooh, so cute was on a sex tape and they caught him. No, it wasn't on no sex tape. Somebody sent me a video of somebody that did something wrong. So a person in power immediately sent me this video, says this is you, da start making all these accusations towards me. And I said, that ain't me. I said, that ain't me. Yeah, the dude in the video looked like me, but that ain't me. I said, that ain't me. And I was just, I mean, me, I'm like, you just thinking like, damn, somebody come at you with some video, you think they would have their shit straight. But this goes to the value of living on a straight and narrow. Because when you confronted with situations like that, you can immediately refute the fact that that ain't you. And I'm thinking of trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. I said, man, I haven't been at that location. I have not been in that location in almost a year. And the person like, when they sent me that video, I'm like, I'm sorry, are we talking about something that happened a year ago, 2024? And the person didn't respond. They said, I got it. This is you. Da, 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 da. So I got on my phone. I called up a few people, certain people. I said, listen, this dude coming at me talking about this, and I'm on video and all this stuff. And I said, I haven't been to that location. And when I was at the location with y'all, y'all was with me. And they are people in higher position than I. So I said, can y'all please make a call? Because I don't conduct myself in what was shown in the video. So make a long story short, I was exonerated. But that person, I said, I want to know who that person was in that video. But the person didn't apologize for falsely accusing me. So I just say all that to just say, it does seem boring to live on the straight and narrow and do what is right. But when the time is right, it does pay off. Right? It does pay off because I can immediately sit there and say that wasn't me. And the crazy part about it was they were trying to knock me from a credibility standpoint, right? Using a video that was not me for justification for trying to ruin my credibility. Let me say that one more time. That's some fucked up shit. Using a video clip that was not me. Yes, the guy looked like me, but I said, damn, I ain't that big. I said to myself, I like, damn, I ain't that big. But it's strange trying to knock me from a credibility because their reason for presenting that clip to me was to knock my credibility, like to diminish me from a reputational standpoint. And that is very infuriating when you carry yourself a certain way. Somebody trying to don't do their due diligence and assume that is you, even when they had the necessary information to verify with you. Then he lied on some other people It said they verified it was me. I called them up and said, "No, we didn't even talked to him." I said, "You got to be fucking joking." So that's why I just say, Carrie, just keep things clean in your house, okay? Just keep clean things. I was like, "Oh, child, it's oof." I had to share that with y'all, and that was crazy. Like people using video evidence, and that's the scary part about AI. Not saying AI was used in this situation, but you go look at AI, man. You think that the shit that they show in AI actually happened? They got a situation that happened at the basketball game between the Memphis Grizzlies and I forgot who else it was, and the Dallas Mavericks. They showed it to the other guy got in the other guy's face, pointing his finger at him, but no way did they ever start fighting. AI showed them fighting, like them tussling and all that, and slamming each other, and it looked real. So anytime I see anything on social media, I'm like, let me verify first. Let me see the original source first, because they sitting up there just making crazy, crazy videos. That's why YouTube put a kibosh to that, because you can sit up here and say that, oh, this happened and it didn't happen, you know. And then now there's been a whole new thing with AI concerning Google, but I'm gonna say in a good way, but their AI tool Gemini is killing it. And I knew Gemini was not Gemini 75, child. Gemini is their AI tool. And I knew Gemini was going to kill it because I told you months ago that I was messing with different AIs, right? You had the Elon Musk one, and then you had ChatGPT, and then you had the and to me, at that time, I felt like Gemini wasn't getting the press that it should have been because it was really on point. Now they're realizing that Gemini is gonna be better than Chat GPT. And Sam Altman, who is the you can say CEO of OpenAI, which makes Chat GPT, it says, damn, what Gemini is putting out is about to be crazy. It's gonna be a major competitor to Chat GPT. But I always knew that all along because guess why? Google got so much access to all our information all over the world through emails, through their whole Google suite with Google Docs and all that. So I think of anybody who had a head start, and on top of that, YouTube. So if anybody had a head start that was going to dominate the game, it was going to be Google. They just didn't come out like that. Because right now, what does AI need in order to grow and to thrive? It needs information. And I feel YouTube has so much of it that OpenAI and Elon, they can't even compare to the amount of information I'm sure Google can introduce to its AI or its large language models and stuff like that. So if you ever tried Gemini, I think it's really good. I think it's really really good. So now is getting its praise. And the crazy thing is, it's going to continue to grow and develop because while we continue, those things are a major structure of our life. Gmail, Google Photos, YouTube, those things all get filtered into Gemini. So just mark my words, because they have access to all information. All right. Brixton Bay said, "Wow, when I hate a girl." So that reminds me. So for my Avatar Nation people, I'm gonna try to do a Zoom with y'all today. I don't know when, but be on the lookout for that because I do need to. That's long overdue with y'all in the platinum chat that I have to do Thanksgiving Zoom with y'all. But yeah, it came down to haterade. It came down to haterade, but I can't control that. That's why you have to be in alignment with God, so hopefully God can protect you. Because ironically, the same two individuals, child, it was when I looked up to the heavens that day. It was just reminded me like God got this shit under control. Like He already wrote the script before we even acted it. You know what I mean? He wrote the script before we acted it, because those two people I had to call up were with me the day that I referenced. You know what I mean? It was just like everything word like just lined up perfectly. And in that situation, I needed stuff to line up perfectly. So that was one of those things. Like I was thinking the other day, we would trust a GPS system or navigation system before we trust God. Ain't that some shit? And we don't even know if that thing would lead off a damn cliff. That's crazy. We trust a navigation system before we would trust God. So yeah. All right. So the last thing I want to talk about real quick is Jay Wilson and his Grape Head. Okay. Now we doing song breakdown. So in case you didn't hear this Jay Wilson song real quick, we might break it down, but we're gonna play the first little bit of it. It's called the Lily Dotted Pasta. I'm like I said, I'm gonna start my music channel. It's just a little hiccup in terms of loading my icon over there, and then we'll be good to go. But we'll be right back. This is called the Lily Dotted Pasta.
The dirty little passer has a mess greater than the rest. He scours the net, trying to see who he can upset. Oh, he be so crass and really comes across as an ass. He says he has 7 degrees, but we sitting around scratching our head where they be.
He be driving all day and be driving all night. We wonder if he is a lady of the night. Sometimes he can be so damn mean that is.
Wait. What did Brixton Babe say in that song? What did Brixton Babe say in that song? He be driving all day. He be driving all night. We wonder if he a lady of the night. Okay? So why I'm making this commentary on Jay Wilson is because he mentioned my name along with Ness, talking about, oh, they're moving, the money, they moving money, the money's always moving. Why not keep the money still? Child, let's talk about you, Jay Wilson. Why are you always running up and down the highway, hour and a half each and every way? Why don't you have a stable? Why don't you have a stable form of employment that's just 30 minutes away? Why you gotta do a Nest 2.0 and come ride with me in an hour and a half away? What's all the way in Austin? Have you soiled your reputation in San Antonio that nobody wants to deal with you there? Or is it maybe the Uber rides better in Austin that you make that commute, that treacherous commute where you hitting potholes and holes left and right, front and center? Huh. At 55 years of age. Anyway, let's move on. Let's go back to the song breakdown. Hold on, here we go.
Own dog slapped him because he was being a queen.
He says the boys be calling him daddy, but the way things are looking, he is just an old fatty.
He be scamming, he be scheming, but we wonder when will he stop acting like a heathen. He be scamming, he be scheming, but we wonder when will he stop acting like a heathen.
He be scamming, he be scheming, but we wonder when will he stop acting like a heathen. Sometimes he can be so damn mean that his own dog slapped him because he was being a queen. Sometimes he can be so damn mean that his own dog slapped him because he was being a queen.
Song breakdown. So your own dog don't like you. You so mean that your dog had to slap you because you were acting so much like a queen. And you got the nerve to talk about when animals don't like you. You know why you gonna sit over there and talk to Rico and tell Rico, oh, don't do Rico, don't do Rico, Rico don't everything on the at least Rico dog like him. I ain't well, oops, hold on. Well, cat did bite his ass. But anyway, at least the dog like Rico. At least the dog like Rico. But your dog got you up there on a public video slapping. Now, I don't know if it slapped you because your breath stank. I don't know. Or if it was just because you was just acting like a queen. Probably a combination of both, right? Because you probably didn't brush your teeth after eating the habanero wings or anything, just talking and talking. And that dog don't want to smell that bad breath. And then he got to deal with you screaming and yelling and all that other stuff. The coin don't keep me here. Coin don't keep me here. I'm gonna make my coin. Ooh, the coin don't keep me here. Just making a travesty of the Lord. Just a travesty of the Lord. So sad. So sad. Just sad. What's up, Red's wife? How you doing? Thank you for being happy Thanksgiving to you. Let's continue. Let's continue, child.
He says the boys be calling him daddy, but the way things are looking, he is just an old He says the boys be calling him daddy, but the way things are looking, he is just an old fatty.
He said the boys
Be calling him daddy,
but the way things are looking, he is just an old fatty.
boys be calling him daddy.
This don't need much breakdown. He said the boys call him daddy, but he's just an old fatty. Simple and direct. The boys call him daddy, which he used the boys up and then throw them away when they become too much drama. Tommy and Castro. Okay? But he's just an old fatty. Yes, he is. He's just an old fatty. That's very true. Let's continue.
The way things are looking, he is just an old fatty.
He say he is of the spirit because he flies on spirit. He lives in mess because his spirit gets no rest.
Song breakdown. Listen. He says he is of the spirit because he flies on spirit. That's why he thinks he only had. That's why he thinks he got spirit. That's why he thinks he's spiritual because he flies on spirit. Get out of here with that. Thinks he's of the spirit because he flies on spirit with his cheap ass. Child, you cannot make this up.
He drive all day, all night.
We think he might be a lady of the night.
He be scamming, he be scheming, but we wonder when will he stop acting like a heathen. He says the boys be calling him daddy, but the way things are looking, he is just an old fatty.
He be scamming, he be scheming, but we wonder when will he stop acting like a heathen.
All right, that's enough of that. Talking about that heathen. The heathen. The heathen. He be scamming, he be scheming. But we want to know when he gonna be start acting like a heathen. Ooh, child, he is a heathen. All right, so let's get into him real quick. Y'all, his head is, oh my God. He remind me of the black Benjamin Button, okay? His head is getting over there just shrinking like a motherfucking grape. And that vertical thing does not do him service. It does not. It does him a disservice. We've seen all the wrinkles and the crinkles and the cracks and the crevices all in his face. And it's scary. And, unfortunately, I have to bring someone who's well renowned in, the African American community, in the presidential community as well. Michelle Obama. Y'all seen that picture of her that's come out where she's been on that whole thing, Ozempic binge? And she looking like a skeleton too. I don't know what's going on. But Jay Wilson, you need to pump your little brakes, okay? Because you say you be braggadocious, but you can never be braggadocious when you sit out here begging for money, like outward scheming and scamming, begging for money. The thing with the drive, and then you lied about the prayer closet. I'm gonna say that's a lie. Then I was thinking the time when he came over here and said he lost his job, even though he didn't lose his job, he had another job, another contract job. And the minute years later that he put water on his face to make it seem as if he was crying to get $3,000 for the people, that's nothing but a schemer and that's nothing but a scammer. And you using the Lord in the way to do it, and it's terrible. It's terrible. And you look down on those like, oh, people. I, nobody can tell me nothing if they rent. Your mama was living and your daddy was living in a trailer park, and you got the nerve to toot your nose. You went over to San Antonio because at that time that was probably one of the cheapest places to rent. You went with the people who were crossing over the border who had nothing. You had to go to those who were just building a life so you could build a life. Let me say that again. You had to go over there to the people who were crossing over to the border to get a house, just like they would get a house, just like they would get a house, and you take payments in the back. And then don't forget, you sit up here and try to put your the house of your church I mean, excuse me, your home in the church's name, so you didn't have to pay taxes on it. Are you gonna literally sit up here and come out at us people when you the one that's doing the most financial shenanigans? Didn't you the one that sit up here and told us that the IRS came after you because you weren't reporting your YouTube earnings and everything auxiliary income? You said that. You said that you tried to cheat the government. You said that. Ness ain't doing that. If anything, Ness is doing, she's trying to cheat weight loss. That's all with them damn teardrops that she be consuming. But that's all she guilty of. She not running from the IRS. She not sitting up here trying to, not pay taxes on her home and thinking that they getting over. And why you keep saying that there ain't no friends on YouTube? Because you hurt. You were hurt for that time the people came. You invited the people to your house. You opened your home up to them and really thought those was your YouTube friends, Five A, Jobs, and whoever else. And then kind of find out they weren't your friend. I can still hear the hurt in your voice to this day. You really thought that you really had some day ones, but it didn't work out that way. And that's why you can't get over that. I don't care about you people. That's your defense mechanism to keep you from getting hurt again. I see right through you. I see right through you. Your scheming, scamming, begging ass. If you got so much money, you got money. Oh, I pulled out the wrong card. Listen, if you really about your financial, excuse me. See, even my Biden won't be talking about him. Yeah, blue child. See, when you talk about bad, it just come on out. So, yeah, you've been scamming and you've been scheming for many a year. Anyway, excuse me. Oh, Lord. What's up, HBNLD 3D? um, that's crazy. Yeah, it's sad. So he can't talk about nobody, especially with his history of scamming and scheming and asking for water heaters and crazy. Now he talking about he want people to pay for him to go to the what is it, Lemon Court Gate or I don't know what they talking about on limitation, all this stuff. That's insane, insane. What's up? Oh, what's up, Informant Sugar? How you doing? Good to see you. So did you take Lemon's channel? Did you take Lemon's channel? Well, you know who did it. You know who did. You know who done did it. Um. So yeah. So that's what I gotta say because he be talking a lot, but he seems to forget he himself ain't absolved of all things. So for real, for real. Circuit, get honey, ginger, lemon, and too many shots to deal with that statement. I've been doing that. I've been doing that for real, for real. Honey, ginger, lemon. Yeah, I've been doing that. It's a work in progress, to be honest. Anytime I talk about Jay Wilson, I go into a coughing fit. So I think it's the universe, Brixton. I really do. The universe is like, oh no, we cannot consume the thought of that man's name. But thank you, though. I will. I'll definitely do that after coming off this side. Patricia Cunningham, thank you for coming through. They hit, yeah. I saw that they told us. They told us that his page is gone. But oh well. Like I said, I'm not basking. I'm not happy, but I told him that he needs to stop. So I mean, he's dealing with so many characters. He could be letting characters up there that are sent on missions to hit. To endanger his page. But oh well. So SK, the comic code has been lasting longer. You know what, Miss Piggy, child, I know. You right about that. It's been lasting longer because this should have definitely been taken. This definitely should have been over with because I've been there very diligent getting lozenges, cough medicine, everything that Brixton said, ginger, lemon, turmeric, honey, all that stuff, black pepper, all that stuff. So I agree, it's lasting, and they did say it's lasting longer too. So get some zinc and vitamin C. Yeah, I have to get that. It's right now. It's just the cough. I'm glad I got the sore throat, so I think I could deal with the cough. It's just the cough. Well, I don't like. It's just it's spontaneous, and you just start coughing at any moment. They gave him a community guideline warning, so that is a strike. Yeah, well, I knew it was coming with all that foul language, so you know. I've been treating my symptoms for 6 child. Yeah, it's something that's out there, for real, for real. I definitely believe that. I definitely believe that. Well, y'all, I gotta get going. Y'all been a great audience, so I appreciate y'all being here on this wonderful Thanksgiving. I do want to end by saying thank you once again to my wonderful, Avatar Nation family, my supporters. I appreciate y'all, my wonderful moderators. If you're not with nobody this Thanksgiving, don't think it's the end of the world. Peace is paramount. Sometimes peace is the greatest thing. So, even though you may be alone, you have yourself, you have God. So just, I know it's hard to say that in practicality, but just be thankful because there's, a lot of law enforcement, excuse me, a lot of law enforcement do not like the holidays or don't like to respond to the holiday calls because most of those calls are domestic. So, you know, when they go to a domestic call, those are the most unpredictable because although they're being called to break up something between the family members, those family members then turn on the police because the police did got to use force sometimes, and family then turns on the police. So just be grateful, be thankful, and if you do have family, enjoy them, enjoy the cooking, and enjoy the blessing that you have to share the holiday with others. If you don't, then just be thankful that you're grateful and you have family, or you have this day to be alive to see another day. You know? All right, y'all out of here. They terminated the main page yesterday. Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, I could say his informant Sugar, he had the keys and he knew how to move. He likes danger. He likes flirting with danger, and this time he got bit. So that's all I have to say regarding that. Um, so I don't know. Maybe this is something he wanted to happen. Because I felt like he kind of wanted it to happen, even though he directly did not say he did. I feel like he kind of did with the way he moved. So, but yeah. All right. Yes, everyone stay blessed, y'all. Y'all stay safe and enjoy the holiday. Patricia Cunningham says, "The rest of her cake of your face. The is back along with her sister. Fantastic cover up." Yeah, I agree. I'm definitely gonna be starting using the mask now, to be honest. So, all right, y'all. Y'all have a great holiday, and hopefully I'll be back later. If not, I will hopefully be back tomorrow or sometime soon. All right. With that being said, what's up, Detached? Happy Thanksgiving to you. Unfortunately, I'm getting ready to depart, but I'll catch up with you very soon. And thank you for your everlasting support. I'm definitely appreciative of it. Detached. Okay. With that being said, I'm about to get up out of here. Have a great Thanksgiving. If you want to, feel free to send a gesture to the side circuit crowd. And I will talk to y'all soon. Okay. Bye, y'all. Excuse me.
Sir King. Canvas.
Sir King. Sir King. Sir King. Sir King.